everyone, my name's Ollie and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you all. I'm sure you can tell by the title. In today's video you are all going to be meeting my beautiful little baby, my new kitten. He is 3 months old. We are going to do a basic rundown of the first couple of weeks of living with him. So obviously he has only been living with us for a couple of weeks now, so we are still trying to settle him in, and that is the reason that I'm not playing any music at the beginning of this video. Usually at the beginning of my videos I like to have a little dance and a little sing along.
Don't tell me you're sorry 'cause you're not.
Captain Hook, hey.
But I'm not going to do that on today's video because I'm trying to not trigger him. We've had a little bit of drama over the last few days with him, so I'm really trying to like keep him calm and not stress him out. Also, obviously I am going to show him to you in this video, but I don't know how much he is going to be in the video. It really just depends how much he wants to cooperate. So in the last video that I posted talking about this kitten, I didn't tell anyone the name. His name is Pumpkin Spice, so hence all of the pumpkins in my background and this cute little pumpkin mug. Honestly, since bringing him home, I've been pumpkin everything. I've been buying pumpkins left, right and centre, pumpkin mugs, pumpkin candles, pumpkin everything. So he is called Pumpkin Spice. Now don't get me wrong, I don't chase him around shouting Pumpkin Spice. Usually it gets shortened to either Pumpkin or Pompom, but the reason we chose Pumpkin Spice for his name is because as he gets older his eyes will go a really nice orangey amber colour, similar to a pumpkin. His head is also a very similar shape to a pumpkin, so Pumpkin Spice just seemed like a cute little name for him. So I'm gonna go and grab him and hopefully he will be willing to participate. Okay, so he is really wriggly. I don't think he's gonna sit for very long, but this is little Pumpkin Spice. He is absolutely adorable. He does like being held and he does like being cuddled, but it just depends what mood he's in, and to be honest today he is in the wriggliest of moods. So I'm gonna pop him down and I will grab him up again in a bit. He is such a chunky little kitten. Considering he's only 3 months, he's a really good size and weight. So he is a British short hair. He is in the colour blue. So blue is like the standard colour for British short hair. That's when they're a really nice steely blue grey and they have the amber eyes. Obviously he's only a kitten, so they do start out with bluey grey eyes and it takes a little while for them to go amber. His eyes have actually already started to go amber, so at the moment they're like a hazily orangey brown kind of colour. He is the most inquisitive kitten you will ever meet. If you're wanting a pedigree pet that is a pure breed, you really need to do your research with the breeder. So when we were actually looking for Pumpkin, this is an issue I came across quite a lot because there are quite a lot of breeders who will sell kittens or puppies and they don't necessarily provide all the paperwork and stuff like that. So basically you can't guarantee the lineage of your pet. So with British Shorthair, certain blood types don't mix, so it's really important that you go to a reputable breeder to ensure that you're not going to have any health problems down the line. It was really important for us to make sure that we went to a good breeder because that way I know that Pumpkin is healthy, he comes from a good line, all of the blood types work out and there's no kind of inbreeding or, you know, there's nothing going on that shouldn't be going on. Basically he has all his paperwork, I know what his lineage is, so I know that he shouldn't be having any kind of major health issues down the line caused by bad genetics. Down to the price. Now the price of British Shorthairs does vary quite a lot. So when we were looking, the cheapest that we were seeing was maybe like £400 or £500, and they can range up to about £2,000 for certain colours or kind of rare genetics within them. So sometimes you can get Scottish fold British Shorthairs, which is basically where their ears are flapped down. They are obviously more expensive, or there are certain colours which are more expensive due to their rarity. Pumpkin is a British Blue, which is the most popular, and he was £1,000. I am happy to pay £1,000 for a pet that I am going to have for the next 15 plus years, and I have kind of all of his information. I know that he comes from good stock. The breeder has been brilliant throughout. I would always rather pay a little bit of a premium to make sure I've got a good product, especially when it's something as important as your pet. At the moment, prices for kittens and puppies is quite expensive in the UK anyway, due to COVID, and obviously a lot of lockdowns and stuff have been happening, so people are using it as a good opportunity to take on a pet when they maybe wouldn't have the time normally. That is one of the factors that came into it for us. I'm a hairdresser and my boyfriend does work as well, so we are not usually home all the time. At the moment, with all of the lockdowns and stuff, I've actually been able to be home a lot and have a lot of time with him, which has been really nice. So down to the costs of caring for him. So to be honest, I think our monthly expense for him is probably around the £200 to £300 mark, just depending on what's happened that month. It is quite a lot of money, but the way I look at it is he brings so much to our lives. Like, he's just such a nice pet to have. My partner and I are probably never going to have kids, so he is like the equivalent for us. He is basically our child. I'll go into everything in more detail in the kind of bougie kitten haul video, but basically he does have like premium litter, he has premium food. I feed him quite a lot of like human food as well, so I'll cook him chicken or salmon and give him that as well. So obviously it does all kind of add up. You also have like your pet insurance and different things like that, so it all kind of adds up. So Pumpkin is an indoor cat, so he doesn't go outside. So the British Shorthair breed aren't really supposed to go outside, they're not really built for it, plus the fact that they're obviously quite expensive and they are quite prone to being catnapped, so it's not really worth letting them outside. They're just not made for it, and you don't want to risk your baby getting stolen. So as you can see, he is a nice big chunky kitty. Like I said, he is only 3 months and he is pretty much the size of quite a lot of like regular cats. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah. So cute. He is like the most gorgeous colour. You can see that his eyes are already starting to turn amber. Okay. He is a big chunky kitten. So he has got the big jowls, which is obviously a main feature of the British Shorthair breed. Pumpkin, please cooperate. And he has got the cutest little toe beans, which I will try. Oh my god, okay. So cute. So Pumpkin isn't a very verbal cat. He doesn't really meow very often, but he does purr all the time. So he is definitely a purrer. I personally like it that he's not a very verbal cat. It makes it a lot easier for us to communicate. He only really meows when there's something wrong or like if he needs help. It really helps us as new pet owners, the fact that he only really meows when there's like an issue. The only times that he has meowed since we've brought him home was in the car on the way home. He meowed a little bit. When he first got home, he settled really, really well, but he did meow a few times because he was getting stuck like behind the sofa or behind other bits of furniture. The only other time that he has meowed loads was about a week ago. So about a week into having him, he did wake us up crying. Basically, he had been sick everywhere, and I was like completely freaking out. This was on a Sunday morning and I was really, really concerned. Obviously he's like just the cutest little thing and I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, so he did wake us up crying. We took him for an emergency appointment at the vet, and basically he was just having like sickness and diarrhea. We hadn't changed his food, so we weren't really sure what had caused it. He'd been fine the first kind of week that he'd been with us, so I didn't think it would have been caused by stress or anything, but basically the vet just said that it's probably just a delayed reaction. He probably just feels a little bit stressed in a new environment, and it could be like a slight change in food, things like that. Basically it cost me like £300 to find out that he was just stress pooping. But I think that's another really important thing when you commit to having a kitten or a puppy. Regardless of how much something costs, you kind of have to do it when it comes to health. I would always rather pay £300 and make sure that he's actually okay, rather than just guess and like hope that it's just stress or that it's just that he's eaten something bad or, you know, whatever. I would rather take him to the vet, be sure, and make sure he's okay. He had some medicine from the vet and he is all cleared up now, thank goodness. So he's not being sick anymore. He isn't having any bad poops, so he's all good now, and he's all back to himself. So he is a big chunky baby. He is going to be approximately between 6 and 10 kg when he is fully grown. So currently he's 2 kg. So you can imagine he is going to be a big boy. He absolutely loves his food, which is really reassuring for us, because obviously when kittens come home, sometimes they go off their food a little bit with stress. So it's a really good thing that he really likes to eat, because obviously he's in a really important growth stage right now. Pumpkin loves having his little toes rubbed. I obviously can't really do it in this position, but you can see he's got the cutest little toe beans. His toe beans and paw pads are like a kind of espresso color, but yeah, he is literally my little baby. He's so chunky and cuddly.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
He's honestly in like the fidgetiest mood today. I've tried to pick him up like 6 times and he is just not having it. But that's fine. They say you should never work with children or animals, so it is what it is. If you would like to see more Pumpkin and you want to follow his journey and him growing up, then I will leave all of his Instagram details on the screen right now, and they will also be down below in the description box. He does have his own dedicated Instagram account, so please go and follow that if you would like to keep up with him. What are you doing? So that is everything for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. If you did enjoy watching today's video, please don't forget to leave me a massive like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions or comments regarding today's video, please feel free to leave them all down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram account. I'll pop all the details on screen right now, and I'll also pop them down below in the description box. And without further ado, we look forward to seeing you all in our next video.